Hello beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a review on the new line at Sephora, which is Rare Beauty, a brand created by Selena Gomez. I went ahead and bought everything that I thought I would really enjoy from her line. I went to my local Sephora today and just picked it up, so everything in person. So we'll be talking about what I bought, what I didn't buy, why I didn't buy it, and whether or not I like the products that I ended up getting. So I hope that you're excited for this video. I know at this point you've probably seen 1,000 videos on this line, but I wanted to try it too and tell you guys my thoughts about it. If you have super dry skin like me, you're probably wondering whether it works for you or not. So let's get started. Don't forget to please give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, do not leave without subscribing. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin. If you watched my last video, you know I am one light down. I feel like this video will probably look better because I put one of my soft boxes like right up there, so I don't have my usual lighting, but we're making it work somehow. I have my Rare Beauty purchase here. I went to my local Sephora this morning, first thing in the morning. Well, not first thing in the morning when it opened, and I got my hands on 5 Rare Beauty products. I have to say the price point is really good because I spent $114.22 tax included on my 5 products that I bought from Rare Beauty, which I think is pretty impressive. I really was expecting to spend more, so I'm excited about that. It's always nice to see a line that's not outrageously priced. Yes. Okay, so let me tell you what I bought, and then before I even try what I bought, I'm going to tell you the stuff that I didn't buy and why. I bought the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. I bought it in the shade 180W. I also bought the 180W Liquid Touch Corrector. I bought a lip balmy type lipstick in the color Thankful, a Positive Light highlighter, and this one I got in the color Mesmerizing, and the Soft Pinched Matte Liquid Blush in the color Bliss, which I did not know that there was 2 formulas for the blushes. 4 of them are matte, 4 of them are dewy. If I knew, I would have probably gone for a dewy one, but I got Bliss, which is a matte one, so I'll let you know how that goes. I don't know why I think that bringing my hair down a little bit would fix anything. Anyways, so let me tell you about the things that I did not buy. I did not buy the makeup primer. In my mind, when I went into the store, I thought I'll buy the $14 one. It's going to be smaller. I can try it for the video and I'm not spending money on the full size one because let's face it, I don't need a primer right now. But I went into the store and I had my friend Nicole, who works there, like try it on herself because you're not allowed to touch anything at Sephora right now because of COVID. And I kind of like felt the way it felt on her hand, and I did not like the way that the primer felt because it felt dry. It's like this liquid texture that immediately dried down and then all you see is like shimmer left behind. So that kind of turned me off and I'm like, I'll skip on the primer. I don't need it. Then I also skipped on the liquid lipsticks, mainly because I was looking at all the shades. You can't swatch them, so I'm not sure if there was one that I might have liked, but just by the looks of it, they were all very like out there colors and just nothing really attracted me. I also skipped on the setting spray. It honestly looked nice, it sprayed nicely, but I just figured I did not need it. I didn't get the brow pencil or the eyeliner either. I don't use liquid eyeliner, so it's pointless for me to review that. And the brow pencil, I didn't like the applicator, so I skipped it. It also has a gel on one side, and I've been putting wax on my brow, so I know that I'm not going to use that. So I skipped on quite a few products, but then I got one of everything that I was truly interested in. I'm going to use a Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. I bought this one at Sephora like a week ago, and I haven't used it yet. Also a good reason not to get the Rare Beauty one. I have primers that I haven't even used yet. This primer though does feel very silky, unlike that Rare Beauty one. So I'm going to smooth it on. Oh yeah, this one feels delicious. It's filling all my pores. It has a nice clean scent, and I feel like it made me look a little blurred, you know? By the way, the eyeshadows I'm using are from the Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. Since I'm not going to be doing any Rare Beauty eyeshadow, I just went all out with the warm tones. And now let's get this foundation out. She came out with a lot of shades. There's a lot of diversity in her line, which I really appreciate, especially as a startup makeup line. It's really nice that she's being inclusive. This is what the bottle looks like right here. And I believe this one you have to shake. Yeah, it has a shaker in there, so let's go ahead and go for it. I was trying not to watch any reviews on the line before I sat down to film today, but I could not resist and I did watch 1.5. Like I said, I got it in the color 180 Warm. I think I'm going to be happy with that decision. Let's do this other side. And I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty blender here. Ooh, should I have gone with the 190? On this side, I'm going to use a brush to see how it applies with a brush versus a sponge. I don't know if this brush is still available at Sephora, but this is the Core Diffuser number 94 brush from Sephora collection. I'm definitely not liking it with this brush. Just kidding. We're going to do a sponge everywhere. It was making it look very textured, but that might have been just not the right brush for it. But the sponge makes it look nice though. Yeah, I think I should definitely have gone for the 190. We're looking a little ghostly here. I changed my camera settings, so now it looks a little bit less intense, but it's still too pale. Like, my neck has much more color than my face. However, I think once we add contour and bronzer on later on, we'll be fine. Let's try the concealer next. So this is the 180 concealer. The concealer I think is the right color, except, you know, with the right color foundation, I think it would actually highlight. Right now, I just look scary. Okay, blending it in with the sponge. By the way, I didn't even tell you what I thought of the foundation. It's a nice medium coverage. I still see some of my redness peeking through, and it has like a semi-matte finish. I do like that it's very thin. I like thin foundations. I don't like when they're thicker, because then when they're thicker, that's when I feel cakey. So I like how thin it is, but see, I definitely would need more coverage right there because you can still see my redness through it. I should have known I wasn't going to love it when Samantha Ravindell was raving about it, because I love her. Her videos are highly entertaining. She is one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube, but she and I do not have the same taste in foundation. Every time she loves a foundation, I'm like, but why? And I think that's weird because we both have dry skin. Okay, here's the concealer blended in. It is also a medium coverage. I can see some of my darkness show through a little bit. I'm going to see if it lets me cover that redness. I just remembered I also did not buy the powder because I'm just not a huge powder person. I don't need blotting sheets. I like when I have a little bit of oil coming through, because as a dry person, that is just all you strive to be. So I'm not going to powder right now. Maybe I'll set my under eyes later, but I have bronzer and contour here, and they're both cream. And the reason I brought these out is because I don't want to use a powder bronzer to then do the liquid blush and highlighter. Like, that would be weird. So I'm going to first do a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, and I'm going to blend that in with my sponge. I'm really hoping this is going to help to make me not look like a ghost. I really thought I had gotten the right color foundation, but I was very mistaken. Okay, I think this is looking much better now that I added all of the contouring stuff. Should I do bronzer too? That is the question. I think I'm going to also do a little bit of bronzer so that it's not so cool tone. So I'm going to use my Soleil Tante Chanel bronzer and this Bobbi Brown Precise Blending Brush. I think this one is new. I think it recently came out. And I'm going to kind of stipple it over the contour a little bit to warm it up. I like this brush a lot. It just fits really nicely everywhere. Okay, crisis averted. I think I look normal again. I definitely should have gone for the 190 foundation. It's weird because when I go one shade up, like one shade darker on my foundation and it's wrong, I'm like, it's okay, I can make it work. But since this one is a shade lighter, I was freaking out because I just really hate looking super pale. When my neck is a little darker than my face, I'm like, ah! But as I was saying, this looks much better now. I'm a lot happier. I was like, I hate everything only based on the color. No, we're not doing that. Next, let's try the liquid blush. Again, I got mine in the color Bliss, which is like the most basic, most peachy light color ever. But that's what I wanted to go for. You guys know I always say I don't like my blushes to be super dark or like in your face. Like, I'd rather to have a lot of bronzer and not a lot of blush. So I was basically scared off the rest of the blushes that I saw today. Because I like this brush so much, I think I'm going to use it for this as well. See, like, that's a lot of blush already. Let's put it on here too. And let me soften it a little more with my beauty blender. Okay, that blush is really cute. It does have a really nice like soft matte finish. I don't think it's like a drying matte. It doesn't look dry. It actually blended out really nicely. It's just not super glowy, but I do like that blush shade. I think I'm going to do just a little tiny dot like right there and stipple it in a little bit because this side did not get as much action. I know this is a Rare Beauty review, but this brush from Bobbi is really nice. Onto the highlighter. The color I got the highlighter in is the color Mesmerizing because it's like a really pretty champagne rose gold pinky shade. It's got like pink and gold and silver, and it has all the colors mixed in. And so I really liked it, and it's not too dark and it's not too light. It was just kind of the perfect shade. So I'm going to just go like that, I guess. And back with my Bobbi brush, just tap it in. See, I like this brush because it fits between my brow and my hair up here. Okay, that's a pretty natural highlighter. I like it because it's not blinding, but like you can see it still. You can see that you did highlight today. Like you tried, but just not too much. Okay, so this is what my whole cheek is looking like. I'm not mad, I really like it. So I'm going to see if I can build it up a little more. Yeah, you can definitely build it up. That looks really nice and much more intense. Now it's looking like we actually did try. Before I finish, I'm going to finish up my eye look and I'll be right back. I'm back, and not only did I finish up my eye look, but I also went ahead and put on some Glamnetic lashes. Now, if you're watching this video the weekend that I posted it, I am hosting a giveaway over on my Instagram for $150 worth of Glamnetic lashes. There will be one winner and there is super simple rules. So make sure to go over to my Instagram and check out the giveaway because you could win $150 of Glamnetic lashes. By the way, I'm not loving how cool tone my cheeks are versus how warm my eyes are, but that's okay because I think once I put on the lipstick it'll look better. I am going to do a teeny tiny bit of powder right underneath my eyes. This is the only powder that I'm going to put on. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury powder, just a little bit right there. I don't really feel the need to set anything else with powder. Concealer just in case it creases, but like even my forehead, everything is just kind of like a soft matte finish. So I don't think it needs to be set. Like even my forehead looks pretty matte right now. Alright, so finally let's do the lipstick. And I got the lipstick in the color Thankful. It is a beautiful nude. These lipsticks are like a lip balm, so I'm sure they're going to be hydrating, but they pack quite a punch. I swatched the three most basic colors, the ones that like caught my eye, on my friend Nicole's arm because again, you can't touch products, but if you work at Sephora you can. So she kindly agreed to be my swatch model. So these are the colors Thankful, and then the two other super light shades. I'm going to write it here because I don't know the names. Let's put this on. I'm going to try to put it on without a lip liner first and go from there. Ooh, these feel like butter. I definitely do need a lip liner, so I'm going to use my Pat McGrath Structure lip liner. I think this one will be perfect for this lipstick. You know how you can taste something on your way out of your nostrils sometimes? Like when I breathe it in, it smells like vanilla, but when I breathe it out, it smells like detergent. If any of you tried this lip balm and you have that experience, please let me know in the comment section below because I would like to know that I'm not crazy. When I breathe it out is when I feel it. It's like detergent. Okay, here we go. This is the Thankful lipstick, and I really like it. I think it's perfect for fall. It pairs amazingly. It's like the same color as my Structure lip liner from Pat McGrath. So let me go ahead and gather my thoughts on everything that I tried. Let's go ahead and discuss everything that we tried today, but before we do that, let me see if I can do the lower the light thing, because usually I lower the ring light, but I have two other lights next to me that you can still see with. Now if I lower the ring light, I think we might be like in the dark, but I want to show you the foundation without the glare. So here we go. All right, we can still do it. This is my bad side. I'm breaking out right here. Mask Me is real, you guys. As you can see, it has a soft matte finish. It looks very thin, which I like because that means it looks natural, and it has like a medium coverage. I definitely still saw some redness coming through on my cheek area, and I had to put a little bit of concealer over it. Coverage wise, medium coverage is actually my favorite type of coverage, but usually medium coverage does cover the redness around my cheeks, and this one didn't. Do I like it? Yes, I think it's nice. I think for someone who doesn't have skin as dry as mine, it's probably going to be even better, because my skin is really dry. I did have magic cream on, and I put that Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas on. So when I put the foundation on, my skin was very moisturized. And without setting it with any powder, it has a really nice matte finish to it. My point is that if you have normal, combination, or oily skin, you might like this foundation even better than I do, but even with my dry skin, I really like it. The concealer was nice too, but I'm finding that even though I set it with a little bit of powder, it's still kind of creasing a little bit. And to be honest, I wish it had a little bit more coverage. I need to try it again with the color corrector underneath, but I'm not obsessed with the concealer. If you like very natural looking concealers, then maybe yes, but I like my concealer to like cover up all of it under there, you know? So foundation, yes. Concealer, it's okay. The blush I did really like, and this is the matte finish formula blush, and I think it looks really nice. I like this color. It complements my skin, and it's like a nice flush rosy thing, but it's not too intense. So the blush was definitely a hit. I really liked it, which was kind of unexpected because that was not one of the products that I had like the most expectations on. And the highlighter was also really nice. You get a lot of highlighter in here. Like this could last you a lifetime because you saw how little I used. And this is a big old bottle of highlighter. I definitely love the color that I chose, Mesmerize, and it builds up really nicely. I like the level of glow that it gave me after I went over it a second time. So the highlighter was also super nice and exciting, and I did really like it, especially in this color. I feel like some of the highlighter colors are a little bit like out there. Like there is a very like pale silvery white one, and then there's a very golden one. This color was literally the only one that caught my eye, and I am really glad that I got that one. And finally, the lipstick. I really love the lipstick. I think it must have some type of magnet, and you can connect a second lipstick to it, which is nice. The only complaint about the lipstick is that weird scent thing, but it goes away after a minute and a half or so, so it's not too bad. Now let me tell you about my absolute favorite thing in this brand, and that is the price point. I feel like everything is very nicely priced. Nothing is over the top expensive. The makeup still feels really high-end, like there was thought put behind the packaging. The packaging is nice quality, so I love all of that. And in my opinion, the prices are amazing for high-end makeup. I didn't even tell you guys the individual prices, but the blush was $20, the highlighter was $20, concealer was $19, the balm was $16, and the foundation was the most expensive thing at a whopping $29. So I definitely love the price of everything. I think that a lot of people are going to be able to buy Selena's products, which is incredible. And overall, I think I do recommend her line. My favorite things were definitely the blush and the highlighter today, but I liked everything that I used. With that said, this is the end of the video. I truly hope that it was helpful to you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to stick around, so please go ahead and subscribe, hit that red button, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified every time that I upload. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!